It's Thanksgiving week here where I live, so to give thanks, we're going to be doing a full practice together. One that incorporates a little extra twisting for those of us who might have eaten a little too much, which helps facilitate digestion and detoxification, as well as boosts our immune system, which I think all of us could probably use a little bit extra of that. We'll be doing a short lunge series, so if you need something to pad your knees, just have it nearby. Of course, yoga blocks if you have them. Along with all this twisting, we'll take a little bit of time to look for things that we're grateful for in our lives. So we're going to start seated on our mat, and I will meet you there. You want to do yoga with us? As we settle into our seat, if sitting cross-legged does not feel good for you, maybe try extending your legs long or propping yourself up on some cushions, blankets, or yoga blocks. We want to focus on getting that lift up and out of the pelvis to elongate the spine. We're going to begin with a hand mudra. The pinkies will touch and the thumbs will touch, as well as the base of the palm, what creates like a little lotus. And for today, this is going to be our vessel. Bring it up in front of your heart center. Relax the shoulders, sit tall and close your eyes. And begin to place things that you're grateful for in your vessel. The beautiful part of this practice is the more we look for things to be grateful for, the more things we tend to find. Begin to let the hands touch at heart center, Anjali Mudra, humble bow forward. If you need to set an intention for your practice, take a moment for yourself and open those eyes nice and slow. We'll get started with a circular churn to warm up the spine. Nice big movement. The exhale pulls you back and the inhale brings you forward. I like to focus on that nice full range of the movement, starting at the base of the tailbone and ending all the way up at the crown of the head. Reverse your direction, nice and slow, full range. Take one more circle, nice and slow. And all the way back to center. For those of you who have your legs crossed, just take a moment to change the interlace. You'll want to rock back and forth, just find that seat beneath you. Arms will come out to the side, palms face the ceiling. Inhale, bring it up. And on the exhale, rotate to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale, lift. Lengthen through the sides of the waist. Exhale as the arms drop. Next time you come over to that right side, let the hands come down and take a bind. You want that left hand to the knee or the outer thigh to help facilitate your twist. See if you can go a little bit deeper here. Take a nice full breath in, lengthen your spine. And on the exhale, imagine rotating your left hip to your right hip. Take another breath in, get taller. On the exhale, left lung to right lung. And just notice moving with intention. You might go a little bit deeper. Breath in. Exhale, left shoulder to right shoulder. Continue to hold that bind on your right knee. Arm on the right side is going to come up and across. Focus on that spiraling action of that right arm towards the ceiling as you come to a forward diagonal. Breathe into that right side body. And begin to round your back as you come forward with the arm. I want you to catch the left knee. Pull your shoulders away from your ears and try to separate your shoulders. Look in with your eyes. Release that inside arm. The left hand is going to come out. And look at that, we're on the other side. Full breath in. Exhale, right hip to left hip. Another breath in to get taller. Right lung to left lung. And shoulder to shoulder. As you exhale, draw the navel down and in, feeling that sense of compression. One more breath to get tall. And on that exhale, lift that left hand up. We're going to come to a diagonal reach. Spiral it and reach that left shoulder, armpit towards the ceiling. Try to find a little bit of expansion on the inhale through that whole left side body. Scoop and round the belly in, come across with that left hand, find your right knee, shrug those shoulders down and expand the back body. Releasing those arms. And you can just bring those legs out in front of you. Take a quick little windshield. Pull those knees underneath you or travel into hands and knees table pose. As you climb up into that table pose, hands under shoulders, knees underneath your hips, move into a cat-cow. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly. Exhale, curl and round. Take a couple rounds at your own pace. You want to press into the ground on that cow pose and drag your hands towards your knees. Exhale, push and round between the shoulders. Take one more full round. And then meet me in a neutral spine. Extend and reach that left leg back and kick it over to the right side. See if you can flex the foot to plug in that big toe ball mound into the floor. Take a nice full breath in, and on the exhale, side crunch. Peek over that right shoulder. Inhale, center with the torso. Exhale, side crunch. Move at the rhythm of your breath. Once more, inhale, center. Exhale, contract. Float your way back to center. Take a nice full breath in, and on the exhale, bend the left knee, come all the way towards the elbow. Inhale, extend to the right. Exhale, crunch to the left. Last time. As that knee comes over, I want you to peek over the shoulder. Can you get your knee and the foot on the same plane? Another breath in. And exhale, knees come together. Come into your cat-cows, let the work go. Exhale to round and scoop. Inhale to open back up. Neutral spine. Right legs will extend long and over to that left side. You want to plug into the floor with the foot. Full breath in. Exhale, contract. Peek over that left shoulder and float it back to center. Exhale. And inhale. Once more. Exhale to contract, and inhale to release. Take a nice full breath in to prepare. Exhale, knee to elbow. Remember, we want to keep that foot and the knee on the same plane. Lift, contract. Twice more. Last one. You want to hold it there. Look over the shoulder. Is that knee and foot together, same plane? Squeeze and lift a little higher. Release. As those knees come together, round your back, hips to heels. Drop your hips to the right, walk your hands to the left. You'll want to stack your right on top of your left. Try to breathe and expand that whole right side. And moving on the exhale, hips will sink left, hands will stack right, left on right. Spiral and rotate that left shoulder towards the ceiling. Walk those hands back to center and meet me in your table. Right leg is going to extend and reach back. Take a nice full breath in, and on the exhale, pull that knee into your chest. Use your hand to help guide that right foot through. And here's where you might want to have some blocks if you have them. Come into a slow rock back and forth, especially since it's our first time in lunges for our practice. I just want you to move back and forth and also try to incorporate a little bit of a side to side action, which is more of like a flossing effect for the hips. As you rock forward, you want to make sure that right knee is stacked right over the ankle. Allow the left hip to drop towards the floor, but draw in through the waist, so strong core. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Thumbs are on the outside. Lengthen through the sides of your waist, coming into your lunge. Lift your heart to the ceiling, breathe in, exhale. Let's go wide into cactus. Nice open heart for our gratitude. Take another breath in, and on the exhale, release the hands. Ardha Hamanasana, press back, half split. You'll want to try to point the toes towards the ceiling and extend the hips away from you. We want to avoid any rounding of the back. So extend the tailbone and reach the sternum and the heart towards your right foot. Any micro movements here or a gentle sway is welcome. Just exploring the pose. Once more, rock through center, come into that low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Arms are gonna come to the ceiling. And we're gonna work our way into a twist. So we wanna create space before we rotate. Right arm is gonna grab left forearm to come up. Gently lengthen up through the sides of the waist. Take a full breath in, and on the exhale, begin your rotation from the hip. I'm gonna focus on my left hip to my right. And then rotate those shoulders nice and slow, coming into your bind. I like to take a hand and fist. Some people like to do prayer. Peek over that right shoulder. Depending on stability, you can always try that little pop up of the knee as you tuck the back toe under. Nice full breath. Exhale, wind down slowly. Hinge your way back, coming into your half split once again. See if we can take this a little bit deeper. As you come into your pose, push your hips towards the left and try to walk your hands to the right. This is going to get a little bit deeper into your IT band. Relax the shoulders. Just breathe and feel. Rock forward, swing that leg out and around, find your way into Balasana. Knees wide, toes touch, hinge all the way back. Just notice the difference between your two sides. Roll your way up into that table pose, knees right underneath you. Extend and reach the left leg back, full breath. Exhale, tuck, right? So we use that exhale to help us facilitate that transition. Climb up onto blocks if you have them. Gentle movement, back and forth. Try to figure out which side is your tighter side. Right, we're never even between hips and shoulders. We've got a lot of imbalances. But that's what the practice teaches us, what we need and where we need it. Rock forward. Sink the hip, lift the heart. Strong center, navel to spine. Spin those biceps, pinkies are on the inside. Anjaneyasana, lift the heart, breath in. Exhale, get expansive, open. Full breath. Exhale, release onto those blocks. Half split, push back. Toes to the ceiling, drag your heel on the floor. Extend and reach that tailbone away. Explore the pose, shifting your weight from side to side. Find a place to settle in. Try not to reach with your chin. Let the gaze drift down. Breathe in. And on the exhale, transition forward, setting up for that Anjaneyasana. Roll your way up. Finding your bind first. It's left hand to right forearm. Full breath. Exhale, rotate. Right hip to left hip. Slow transition, right? The slower and deliberately I go. Some people like this. I like this. Come into your twist. Extend the crown to the foot of the mat. If you want to work on that balance, tuck your back toe. Squeeze and engage to that right thigh. One isn't better than the other. Nice full inhale. Nice and slow on that exit, dropping the knee and finding your way back to that half split last time. Toes peel off the floor, lift the tailbone. Option to work that IT band. Push your hips to the right. Walk your hands to the left. Try to extend and reach the sternum forward. And begin to unravel. Swing that left foot around. Bring those knees right underneath you. And I want you to set your blocks up in front of you if you have them. Melting heart or puppy pose. Hips remain nice and high, stacked over your knees. Begin to melt your heart towards the floor. Palms face each other or rotate them to face the ceiling if possible. Full breath in, exhale. Draw the navel in. We want to isolate the upper thoracic region. Try to pull the armpits towards the floor. Once you arrive, peek underneath your left shoulder, feeling it in your right trap. And over to our second side. Ease yourself back up and out, setting those blocks out in front. Toes will tuck. Lift your knees and lift your tailbone, nice and slow. Transition back, torso to thighs as you feel ready. Up and back, downward facing dog. Take a little bit of pedaling and just moving freely. If you're really tight in the backside, you can explore walking your feet a little bit wider. It's a little easier on that backside. Lift the tailbone nice and high, full breath in. Exhale, draw the navel in towards the spine. Lift your gaze and begin to walk your feet all the way to the front end of the mat, meeting me in a forward fold. From your fold, inhale, lengthen up halfway, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, release down. Roll your way up, hands to the ceiling. As you exhale, create your lotus. Bring it into heart center. Close your eyes, stand tall. And I want you to place inside your vessel one of your greatest challenges. And I want you to find ways in which it has made you a better, stronger person, more empathetic, more compassionate, more resilient. My greatest challenges have been my best teachers. Seal your hands. Inhale the arms up, lift the gaze. Exhale, hinge and fold. You may need to use your blocks here. Step your right foot back. Once you feel sturdy with the ground beneath you, find your way up into crescent. You want to spin the biceps so your pinkies are on the inside. Lift through the sides of the waist. Strong navel center. Squeeze through the glutes as you press the pelvis forward. Getting ready for a twist. Take another breath in to get a little taller. Exhale, right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back. If you feel balanced, peek over that left shoulder. Getting ready for a spiral, warrior two. Full breath in. Exhale, spiral the arms and spin the heel. Extend through those fingertips, look right over the fingers. Stretching through the center of your chest and contracting through the shoulders. Feel the power and strength in your pose. Flip those left fingers and extend forward. This will create space. Reverse warrior. Come all the way back with a breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Spin that back heel. Lunge expression, full breath in. Exhale. Right meets left. Inhale, half lift, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, let it go. Rise all the way up. Inhale, high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Slice yourself in half, second side. Lunge back with the left. Find the ground beneath you first before coming up into that crescent. Heart is open. Lengthen and lift. See those transitions in your mind before you make them. Nice full breath. Exhale, slow rotation, right? Hip, lungs, rotate. Left arm forward, right arm back. Breathe in. Exhale, transition. Virabhadrasana 2. Left heel plants, extend and reach. Make sure you're stacked right over the pelvis. That right knee tracks right over the toes. Give me one more breath. And on that exhale, flip the right palm and bring it forward. Recreate space first. Now bring it back. Reverse warrior, full breath. Exhale, hands to the mat. Spin that back heel, full breath. Exhale, left meets right. Half lift, breath in. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up. Take it to heart center. Observe change. Notice right from left, front and back. Open your eyes and take a big healthy step back with one foot. I feel like I should say this, but when I film and I'm facing the camera, I tend to mirror. So when I say go right, I go left. And this way I feel like it's less confusing for the brain. But when I turn sideways, I don't mirror, because then I feel like it, again, becomes confusing for the brain. Start a slow circular turn of your hips, deliberately hitting each wall and corner in the room. I felt like I should say that, but I do struggle with what the right thing to do is. So if anyone has any opinions on that, let me know. Both directions with those hips, nice and slow. And we're gonna take this into a fold. Come back to center. Press energy through the outer edges of your feet. So this way we can lift the inner arches. Squeeze and engage the muscles of your thighs. Take your hands in what most likely are imaginary pockets, right? If we were wearing jeans. Roll your shoulders back and squeeze your elbows together. I couldn't imagine trying to do yoga in jeans, nor can I imagine the last time I wore jeans. Lift your heart, nice and slow, extend forward. I want you to keep that nice flat back as far as you can go, And then when you're ready, release those hands, ragdoll the arms, and just let yourself hang. Even incorporate that little swing of a ragdoll from side to side. Let any tension go in the back of the neck. Energy just cascades from the crown to the floor. And let it stop all on its own. Inhale, lengthen up halfway. The hands can come to the shins or to the floor if they touch. Walk your way over to the right side. Left hand is going to grab either the ankle or the thigh to pull yourself into twist. Think belly to thigh. When you're ready, right arm is going to reach towards the ceiling. I want you to peek up at that right hand and make sure that it's not backwards. The palm should be facing out. Full breath in. Exhale. Pull that belly towards the right thigh. One more breath. And on the exhale, release. We'll swim to the left. Right is going to find somewhere of the outer calf, the shin, the thigh. When you're ready, left arm reaches. Go ahead and peek to see which direction that palm is facing. If we have any pronation of the shoulder, it tends to be backwards. So just check your form. Try to shorten that distance between belly and thigh. One more breath. And on the exhale, release to center. Soft bend to the knees, turn your toes out and roll your way up. 5-pointed star. Arms will extend out to opposite directions. Full breath in, exhale. Slide your back down a wall. Come into goddess. Inhale, lengthen. Make this audible. Like you mean it. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. As you come into your goddess squat, I want you to focus on drawing energy of those knees back towards your pinkies. See if you could sink a little bit deeper. Full breath in. And exhale, extend. Toes point forward, come back into your fold. If you want to go deeper, you can use a bind here, grabbing onto the backs of the calves if they reach, and fold your way down. Some people prefer to put their hands through the legs and try to draw themselves deeper in from there. And float your weight towards your toes, not your heels. Soft bend to your knees as you roll your way up. A nice healthy step forward. Meet me at the front end of your mat. Hands will come to heart center. Steady the gaze and get ready for some balance work. Weight shifts to your right foot. Float up that left thigh. See how you're feeling. If you want to layer on, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, more rotation. Right arm reaches forward. Left arm reaches back. If you're feeling good, you could peek to the left and that'll make things a little more challenging. Nice full breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, heart center to start. Gaze is forward. Right knee lifts. Find balance first. See how you do on this side. Remember, one side will be a little more challenging than the other. Option to add the twist when and if you're ready. Peek over that right shoulder if you got it. And release your work. Hands come to heart center. We're going to cycle through our balancing twist one more round. If you're ready for a progression, you can go opposite hand to knee, or further, opposite hand to outer portion of the foot to extend and twist. Find the twist that is right for you. Let's see how we do with that second round. Maybe add the progression. Left knee comes up. If you're taking the bind, just unravel nice and slow. I like to move in layers, rotating when I'm ready. Squeeze that standing leg. Try not to hold your breath. Nice full breath in. Exhale. Oh, try not to fall out of your pose. Sometimes that feels impossible. Inhale the arms up. Bring it into heart center. Right knee is going to lift. Take your time, seeing if this side is your more challenging side. If you're working that bind, just come up nice and slow when you're ready. Breathe in. Exhale with that release. Good work. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Hands to the mat. Step back for one final downward facing dog. Shake that head, let it totally relax. Full breath in, exhale, draw the navel in and lift the seat towards the ceiling. I want you to sink your heels towards the floor, they don't have to touch. And lift your toes. As your toes lift, pull your arms and your feet in opposite directions. One more breath. And on the exhale, begin to wind down. Drop your knees wide. Come into Balasana, pose of a child. Stacking the fists and letting everything go. Drop your hips to one side so that you can swing your legs around. Let's get started by extending your right leg out to the side. Now, if folding is a challenge for you, I'm going to suggest propping yourself up on some blankets or some cushions. And if this knee is struggling to get to the floor, see if you could support it with something. Maybe grab your block or a pillow. Bring some awareness to this right side, internal spiral of your thigh. Toes point to the ceiling. Spin to the right, holding onto the leg, either behind the thigh. If you have a little more flexibility, you can grab behind the shin, but I want you to feel your shoulder blades contracting and pulling together as you drag the leg towards you. This is going to help you shorten the distance between belly and thigh. And then as you feel ready, nice and slow, you'll begin to allow the upper body to relax. Try not to judge how far you are in relation to the leg or the floor. Just focusing on the extension as far forward as you can go, and then the softening. On the inhale, feel that left side body expand. And on the exhale, fall into your pose. Just breathe into the shape that you're in. Lengthen up halfway, breathe in. And I want you to walk those hands to the inside now. Fold forward. You could prop yourself up on some blocks here. You just use your hands on the floor if you're a little further away. Let the upper body go. And keep the awareness in your right leg. Inhale, half lift. I want you to come forward. So now we're right over that left shin or calf. Fold forward. Nice and slow as you roll your way up. Take a counter twist. Roll to the left. Relax those shoulders and lengthen your spine. Release to center. And let's swap out our sides. Left leg is going to extend long. Remember, we're grabbing props if we need them. Rotate towards the leg. And use this as an assist. I'm going to contract the shoulders and pull myself forward. Find your way into your fold, wherever that might be. Lengthening through the sides of the waist and then eventually letting the upper body soften. I want you to try to breathe into your right side. Come up halfway, breathe in. Let's take a little bit of a walk. Come towards the inside of that leg. Keep it flexed. It likes to get floppy. Flex that foot. Notice the change. Once more, inhale, half lift, and come to a forward diagonal. I'm going to come right over that shin, right over that calf, and melt. Unravel slowly, and come right into that spiral. Rotate towards the right, flex and extend through that left foot. Release back to center. Extend or cross the legs and into your circular churn, just like we started practice. Exhale back, inhale forward. Reverse. And come all the way back to center. Relax the shoulders, lengthen your spine, close your eyes. As you breathe in, I want you to see if you can find an expansion of all 360 degrees of your ribs. And on the exhale, feel the ribs soften and the navel draw back. Just take another round playing with your ability to really expand through your lungs. We'll get ready to roll onto our back. Swing those legs to one side. Slowly begin to roll your way to the floor. As you roll to the floor, pull your knees into the chest, take a squeeze. And just gently rock from side to side. One hand on each knee, moving in a circular churn right around that sacrum. Reverse. Try to let everything go and just let the ground massage the back. Pulling those knees back to center and release your arms out to the horizon. Knees will drop to the right for a twist. You could always deepen by placing your right hand on top of that left thigh. Allow any micro movements here, maybe gently rocking your head from side to side. And eventually just find a place that feels good where you can pause and linger. Observe the breath as you breathe in. And just let it fill the shape that you're in. And exhale, soften into your pose. One more breath in. And on that exhale, begin to move those knees back to center. Lift and lower the hips. Pulling the knees into the chest and then falling to the left when you're ready. Come into that gentle head rock. Just body scanning. Is there any spots that you may need to release any residual tension? Let everything go. After finishing that next exhale, move your way back to center. You'll want to lift and lower the hips and pull the knees into your chest. Finding your way into either dead bug's pose, holding on to the backs of the thighs, or climbing your way up into Andha Balasana, happy baby. Elbows to the inside, look for the ankles or the outer edge of the feet. You want to focus on drawing the sacrum and the tailbone down so it doesn't curl towards the ceiling. And you can just play with a little bit of a rocking action. Archer pose would be to fall to one side. I look like an archer, bending one leg and straightening the other. Push over to the other side. And when you feel complete, you can find your way into Shavasana. Either tenting your knees, feet will be wide as the knees collapse in, or extending your legs long. Roll your shoulders into the floor, palms face the ceiling, and close your eyes. Take a full breath in and just gently sigh it out. Give permission to let your mind drift. As you feel your muscles relax and become liquid, and your bones heavy and dense. Notice where your mind was. And just continue to watch thoughts as they drift by from a distance. Begin a gentle rock of your head. Slowly reawakening the body, moving fingers and toes. Try to keep the eyes closed. Make a transition, rolling onto one side. Pause in a fetal position. Pressing into palms and ease up to a comfortable seat. As you come up to your seat, find your way into our Lotus Mudra. Relax the shoulders, sit tall. And feel the abundance and the gratitude, even for the challenges that make us stronger, more compassionate, more resilient. Bringing the hands to touch and let them settle at heart center, Anjali Mudra. I am grateful to be here working with you. If you'd like to end practice with the sound of Om, take a breath in. Om Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Until next time, Namaste.